Texas, Kyle Field, over the 12th man, and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And he takes this from inside the 5. The Commodores' offense will go to work first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush. It cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front 7, and they register a sack early here on only the second play of the game.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will take the field for the first time. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
To the air, it's Reed. Here comes the heat. Catch in the middle, it's Finley. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great season. He can do a little bit of everything.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Texas A&M going quickly. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down and brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. And he got just enough of that one. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Vandy. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a 3-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home. Now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
That's caught. It's Brown. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Commodores will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They'll leave it with him. Brings it to the open. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Really good looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space. It was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that too. If they could find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
Second down coming up. Wide receiver going in motion. The quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. Just
intercepted. Yes, even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Looking for room, it's Dickens. At the 35, he's open. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Wants to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Power football with the run. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
the big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. Going for the marker on the ground. Creates a little space. There he goes. Inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 19 on the big run. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Rides to back and leaves it. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like we just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Good right down the boulevard. And the 3 ball gives us a tie.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Gives it on the option. Got enough for the 1st. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Defense, man, you got to go low and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Finds his tight end. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a 1st down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touch.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, listen, quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game.
Oh, he's got some space. The tag. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
got it in the middle at Sapp. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Commodores have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
And the Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Commodores can really attack on this 2nd and short. Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Commodores pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, 1st down. Looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Brown. And they swarm him under.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion,
quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42.
And that play is going to drive the offensive coordinator crazy. Remember, in college football now, there's communication between the coordinator and the quarterback with the headsets and the helmet. And you know he was reminding his QB that time, listen, you cannot take a sack here. Remember, we're in field goal range. If nobody's open, throw it away. His QB did not listen to the advice. He takes a terrible sack, and now they're out of field goal range.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for space. It's Owens. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Texas A&M going up tempo. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down?
Just plowing ahead. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a 1st down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air, it's Reed. Got a man, it's Concepcion. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Hauls it in. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggie. He just makes it look so easy. Impressive run.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly, and the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No. Well, no, he's got him.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The give to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Commodores want to crank the tempo. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Sherrill. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Poe. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Quick tempo, no huddle offense, 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Got a man in the middle. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hutchison. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking downfield very late in the half. He's got it and still on his feet. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He wants to throw it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Doors! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here. At the very end of the first half, when you got to have an execution, it's got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun first half than you? And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the home of the 12th man.
right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Commodores will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Back to pass, it's Reed. Makes the grab, it's Concepcion. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Finding an escape route. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Really good looking run there on the option. Aggie quarterbacks giving defenses fits with their legs is something we've seen before, right? Johnny Manziel. He didn't run a lot of option, but he was so slippery, so tough to bring down. This guy right here has a little bit of that in him as well. Just has a way to kind of slide and slip around tackles. Just gives defenses fits.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
And you can tell he thought he had his receiver down the field to make a big play. But how about the defender? Great job running with the receiver, turning his head, finding the football, knocking it away, and making sure that receiver doesn't get to make the play.
Dumps it to the back. On target. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a third and long. Looking to throw, it's Reed. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll stop him short of the first down, and the screen didn't quite convert.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won third down and forced him on fourth down.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely foot the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They'll run play action. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Makes the catch at the midfield logo. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
The give to the back. Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Lining up to convert third down. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Throws for the tight end. Pulls it in. It's Armstrong. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And they'll pass on the 50-yard field goal attempt and go for it on fourth down from the 33. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down.
And defensively, man, you just want to get to fourth down, right? Give yourself an opportunity. And even though it was 4th and 1, try to get the stop, especially this part of the field where they could come away with points and kick a field goal, or they could come away with a touchdown. Man, I want to get this stop and get off the field, but the offense executed. Defense just missed that.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Craver. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On third down, he drops the throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
They kick it away on fourth down. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. The Commodores can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And the Commodores will call on their punt team. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over was spectacular. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Turning it on. That's a fumble. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. 1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the big fella. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So we open the final period with a third down play. Lost to throw again. Got it in the middle. It's Hutchinson. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. That's caught. It's Coleman. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Trying play action. Grabbed behind the line. It's Coleman. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
How about the job by this defense? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed.
Breaks into the open. Inside the touchdown, Vanderbilt. They move on top here on the 4th.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away. Dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing. Good decision by the quarterback. Getting it out quick.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, he's going for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the ground with the back. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Looking for a man. It's Reed. Going over the top. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Shoots it to the left. Holds it in. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room. It's Owens. There he goes. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Leaves it with the back. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Texas A&M going quickly. Dropping back, it's Reed. He caught it. White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Off the play fake on first down. Touchdown, Aggies! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
That's a really nice physical run. This is a team that prides themselves on the ability to establish the line of scrimmage. And here we are in the fourth quarter, late in the game. Everyone's tired, and a no-nonsense run. Great push by the offensive line, taking the lead with that touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. The Commodores decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
And this defense is well aware of the situation, and they're so aware of it. That goal line package is coming out, right? They've got to stop the run. They know the offense wants to eat clock. They got to get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance to get back in this football game.
Got it behind the line. It's Concepcion. Open space at the 25. He's brought down the one to play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Hold. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. They go to the ground. And tackled there by the defense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here's the handoff. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on third down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
Had to throw it before he wanted. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be fourth down. And it's right down the boulevard. That'll push this lead out to a touchdown at 27-20. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Second down, he'll throw it. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another